I would love to bring to the stage my fabulous friend and co-conspirator in future visioning exercises. Sometimes he has a googly third eye. And he brought his pajama jammas. Ray Dishon. All right. So Ray and I, of course, gave way to different presenters that wanted to speak, and I think that that's been awesome, and we're happy we had more lightning talks. But what it means is we don't have a ton of time to do our future of the ELS conversation, but that's okay. We want to plant some seeds, and we know that the conversation will continue. And we wanted to start out, we're going to go over by 10 minutes. So what time is it right now?
20.
Okay, so give us until 12:40.
Sweet.
So set the timer for 20 minutes. All right, and then you'll still have 20 minutes to get to your breakout sessions. Cool? Thank you. All right, so this was fun. Ray and I wrote down our plan, and he writes in Hebrew. So he writes this way, and I started writing this way. So we were able to have our notes meet in the middle.
So what we're going to do now, so basically part of what we do at Burning Man is the idea of liberating structures. We create a structure that we can flow in within. It's an open source framework that you can use, liberating structure, Google it. And we're going to do one of the activities pretty quick. We call it 1, 2, 4. So we're going to ask you one question. You're going to think for yourself. If you want to write a note, make a note to yourself, like a little gift for yourself.
We have paper and
We have paper and pencils. 2 minutes. Think about this question for yourself. Write a note. 2 minutes. Go to someone next to you. Turn around, left to right. Someone that you don't know. Talk about it, about this question with him. 2 minutes. And then the last one. Turn around. You two. Find two around you, so 4. And talk about these questions for, again, 2 minutes. So this way we're going to have 1, 2, 4. And the question is, do you remember what's the question?
Yeah.
So the question is, what are 2 things, one for yourself and one for the community you want to bring back home? So what are 2 things, one for yourself and one for the whole community you want to take back home with you from this ELS? So 2 minutes, think for yourself what are 2 things, one for yourself, one for the whole community you want to bring back home from this ELS. 2 minutes, go.
You're a champ. We love your champ.
So we'd love to hear one of you tell us your thing that you are excited to bring back for yourself from the ELS.
Oh, we got a hand in the back. That was quick. Go.
You in the cheap seats.
What's your name? Kristen.
I came here and I really wanted to go home with a hack of how can I get a burn permit. Found it. I think I found it. I don't know. She said she's got the magic bullet. Me coming home here was a fine conversation. I made it already. That makes me go home really happy.
All right, so Christian has expertise on how to get a burn permit. Sarah gave it to him, and he's really excited.
Oh my God, we got a burn permit.
Yeah, that's exciting. Bringing more fire to Spain, all the way from South Africa.
Anyone else? Yeah.
And one thing, yes, perfect. One thing that you're going to bring back for your community or your team.
Yes, for the community, I want to bring back the Harley's fulfillment model for success. Yes.
Okay. Anyone else would like to share something he takes to himself, bring to himself from the ELS? Hands up, hands up. I can share one thing. On one level, I want to create more emotional engagement within my work, but also within my community. And how do you get emotionally connected to people? Because part of what we do is social innovation. And how do we mix and blend people that on a daily basis would never or won't have the chance to get a little blend or to get together. On a personal level, I really like what Raspa said a couple of days and how what is radical. And radical on one hand is like extreme and all of it is colorful and outfits. And sometimes it's the whole idea about how to get rooted and basic and how to connect to someone and look at them in the eyes and meet them and pull cards together. So this is what I'm taking. And we invented a little something yesterday.
It might be a little wacky.
Yeah.
So we need 4 volunteers.
4 volunteers. 1,
Yeah.
2, Evo.
Peter, Evo.
Yeah, back. And a lady. We need a
Yeah.
lady. Yeah, we got a lady.
And
So
Maria.
part of Burning Man is get a
Take a
seat.
seat.
Get a seat. You just got nominated. So a little bit about Burning Man is we do social experiments. So we just created a spontaneous participatory panel. So we have a panel for you. We didn't know who the panelists are, but here are the panelists. And we need another panelist.
Wait, we're going to choose one.
So we got a joker in the panel. Anat can't get the joker seat. Anat is strong, she's tall, so she got the joker seat.
Applause, applause.
Yeah, the Turkish ambassador.
Here, maybe come. Actually, can you come on this side? I just realized, maybe tough to. Yeah, perfect. Thank you for being so flexible.
Do you remember the question?
Yeah.
Sweet.
So, this is our panel of spontaneously assembled experts on the ELS. And then this is our wild card, our joker. So, thank you so much for being willing to share your expertise and vision with our European Leadership Summit.
And planning so hard for it, you know, for your panel.
Ladies and gentlemen, I know you've put a lot of preparation into today's activities, and we're grateful. So, I would like to ask you, beginning with Ivo, what is a dream or a wish that you have for the future of the ELS?
I think it's already happening, but I really dream that the thing we are creating here, it will really have like enormous impact of the world that will transform the human beings and the connections and the way we treat each other and nature to just totally new level.
That's beautiful. Thank you. That one was for his fans back at home. All right. And for you, Tristan, same question. What's a dream or a vision you have for the future of the ELS, or a wish?
I'm really inspired by the civic grants, and maybe in a couple of years' time, when we get together like this, we don't talk about our challenges anymore, and we don't talk about the things that affect our community, but we're in a position where we get together here to make plans that we can action, that have real tangible outcomes for, like the elderly get-together tea party, and that's where we spend our focus, because we're no longer so inward-driven, but we're actually outward-driven, and we can manifest. We spend our energy on manifesting things out there because I think the truth is here, in these summits, we're still talking about ourselves, which is not a bad thing, but I don't think we need to do that forever. We need to also start talking about how to make it happen, how to make the change out there real.
Same question, Joker. What is a dream, vision, or a wish for the future of the ELS?
Bring the sexy back.
I'm bringing sexy back. Those ELSs don't know how to act.
In my ass.
Yeah. On the beatboxing.
I think the interesting thing is scaling between very small actions and very big actions. I think that we all strive to change the world, and we think somehow that creating huge things will do that. And I think that one of the beautiful examples I saw here in Aarhus and a lot of other stories is about the little things and how you just start doing it. If you will think too big, it will look impossible, and then just by doing like a small gesture, a small gift, a small initiative, you get to start. And this is the energy that rolls and rolls, and eventually you create a change. Sorry for bringing politics, but we had like a really hard election going on in Israel, and people felt like really, we crashed a satellite.
A spaceship.
Yes, we crashed a spaceship, and elections, and people got really depressed. And I think, okay, now let's start thinking of what we can do and what can we change in our own environment and in our own world to create it. And I think that seeing and viewing everybody from all around the world doing this little effort together, we will bring the sexy back.
Yes.
Bring the sexy back. And we've got one last question for our other panelists, beginning with you, Maria. Maria, how can we engage you more, or them, all of us more, in the planning of the ELS and ELSs of the future?
Wow, that's a nice question. So let me think for 20 seconds because my...
Yeah, you can pass the mic.
I'm gonna beatbox for 20 seconds, okay?
So the question is, how can I...
How can we being, I guess, the ELS organizers, myself and our core team, how can we engage you more in the pre-planning of the conference?
I don't know how to answer.
Could
you please start?
I can try.
Okay.
So, yeah,
do it.
Yes. So maybe, you probably know like half a year before that's like, hey, this is going to be in Estonia. This is kind of like the vague dates. And then trying to think about what is the next theme. I already started to think about different ideas for how I can help the Estonians and what are some things that we can play with. So to put these online to the ELS group on Facebook maybe, or to start this dialogue and like, hey, let's pick the theme together so we can all contribute and help to find different organizations and different people that have expertise from within the community and from outside the community and bring them together. So this is one idea, how to create it more participatory, help the team, help the hosts, help us, helps everyone.
Excellent, thank you. And Peter, how can we engage?
She's asking for one more question.
Oh, okay.
One more question.
Peter, do you have a question for our panelist, Maria?
Do I have a question?
Yeah.
For Maria.
Yes, Maria, what's your name? 20 seconds. I'm gonna beatbox you, get the answer in 20
No more
seconds.
beatboxing!
My question to you is, I'm gonna ask the same question. What you gonna take home? But before you're gonna answer that question, I will tell you what I think about it. What I think about it is, no. I took so many notes and so many photos during our time in this beautiful city, and I need to process this, like decompress this, and I think I'm gonna take these pictures home. I'm gonna put it on my projector at home, and I'm gonna take like maybe an hour, two, maybe day or a week to process this, make some notes on the side, and then think about what was the most important thing for me to take it from here. The library was the best.
All right, fantastic. And the question to you, Maria, how can we engage you more in the planning of the ELS?
And back to the question that I don't know the answer to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, probably like I can share my expertise and my experience with the people who are getting ready for ELS, like for newbies maybe.
Oh, great.
Yeah, like tell them what to do, what they should expect maybe.
I love that.
Bring-
Things to prepare.
Yeah, like the
like a FAQ.
Yeah, the more experienced burners, ELSers, bring like share their experience with the newbies.
I love that. Thank you so much. That was definitely worth waiting for, Maria.
That's why. So we 30 seconds over time, but do we have 30 seconds to give to the Joker?
Yeah.
Okay, 30 seconds to the Joker about ripples from after Nantes, ELS Nantes.
You were talking about the effect of the ELSs, and last year we were in Nantes, and it was an amazing experience. And I posted this long post about what they did and what they did the city and the art and the architecture. And one of my friends, one of my peers from Midburn, she was very influenced. She was inspired, and she decided to take this idea to this coastal area south to Haifa, which is about an hour away from Tel Aviv. And the municipality there was very much enthusiastic. And now they're starting a project which is influenced by the Nantes experience. And
yeah, that's right.
So
yeah.
ELS creates ripples. Yeah, ELS makes a change. Thank you.
And as we're going to share a feedback survey with you as you depart for the conference, which is not happening yet. And we do want to hear successes or impact stories, people that you met, that you launched a project with. We'd love to know how the seeds planted here grow. Give it up for our panel of randomly chosen but fabulously selected experts.
And remember, when you're creating a panel, it's always good to have a Joker.